Okay, can you see my screen? Anyone please confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
Okay, guys. ఇప్పటి వరకు బేసిక్ గా మనం SAP MM మోడ్యూల్ గురించి మనం బేసిక్ గా రోల్స్ అండ్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ అలాగే MM మోడ్యూల్ డెమో గురించి మనం ఈరోజు డిస్కస్ చేస్తాము. సో ఈరోజు ఇంకొంచెం లిటిల్ బిట్ అడ్వాన్స్గా మనం సో SAP MM మోడ్యూల్లో ఎటువంటి టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి, what kind of projects you are going to handle in real time, సో ఆ ప్రాజెక్ట్ టైప్స్ ఏంటి, అలాగే ఏ సర్వర్స్ మీద రియల్ టైంలో మీరు పని చేయాలి అనే దాని గురించి మనం ఈరోజు డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. సో ఇందులో నేను ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పినట్టున్నాను. సో ఎవరైనా ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ చెప్తారా? సో మనం అనుకున్నాం కదా, సో ఒక టాపిక్ గురించి మాట్లాడతారా అని. ఈరోజు ఎవరైనా డిస్కస్ చేస్తారా? SAP MM roles and responsibilities. Yes, madam, please continue.
Yeah, hi, this is Mansa. Now we are discussing on roles and responsibilities of an MM consultant. Under these roles and responsibilities, we are having strategical level, operation level, implementation level, troubleshooting, training, and documentation and compliance, MIS report and reports. In this strategical layer, here project heads will discuss about the business requirements and plans on SAP MM. Means what are the modules what are the project details about the project business requirements. The project heads will discuss about these things, and everyone has to understand the business need and identify the required enhancements for that MM and other modules. And the discussions will also go on the enhancements that are required for this project, and also the improvements in technologies and performance with other performance on integration solutions for other modules also we are going to discuss in the strategical level. Overall, in this strategical level, our project heads or project manager will discuss about the detailed information of the business requirements in the strategical level. After that, in operational level, in this, the MM consultant role will start. Here, MM consultant has to gather all the requirements that are required for that business, and they has to design the documents for that. In this requirement, they have to understand the expected process and also the current process. Then they have to document it. Under this, we are having as-is information. Means as-is information means client information, and also to-be information, that is SAP document. The gap between means the difference between these two, as-is and to-be information, is gap, means GAP. In this, the MM consultant has to prepare blueprint for that document based on the design and specifications of that business process. Overall, in this operational layer, the MM consultant has to design the document based on the requirements and all. After that, we are going for in this implementation layer. In this implementation layer, all the analysis, design, construct, test, control, and application enhancements and integration with other SAP modules will be handled in implementation layer. And means in implementation layer, business related transformations also handled by the SAP MM consultant. And the SAP consultant has to communicate with project heads based on the project status, issues, and manage timelines and also active items in this business process. Close connection with the project heads has to be there for the improvement of business requirements. After that, troubleshooting. In this troubleshooting, the this also this also come under consultant has to troubleshoot means problems finding solutions for the problems. They has to perform fix analysis and they also recommend the solutions for that process. And if there are any integration issues, they have to develop solutions for those issues. And also the consultant, and also he has to communicate with other consultants like FICO and PP consultants for the problem solving of other modules also in this troubleshooting. After that, training to the end users. In this training, the consultant has to provide application support and training to the end users, means clarifying the doubts to the end users and explaining the process to the end users. For that, SAP consultant has to be updated with he has to update himself with all the SAP releases and enhancements SAP has doing. Enhancements means developments that SAP is doing and performance applications that are performing in SAP. SAP consultant has to be updated about these issues to solve the problems and clarifying the doubts to the end users. After that, some documentation and compliance. In this documentation, consultant has to create and maintain all the required technical documents and methodologies. Means he has to do the documentation for the business process carefully. After that, he has to maintain he has to provide detailed transactional information to the as well as internal and external audits also. It is useful for provide so that SAP consultant has to provide the detailed transactional information to be documented so that it will be useful for later. After that, MIS reports. In these reports, the SAP consultant has to develop financial reports on as required by the functional team. Means he has to document the reports, or he has to create reports for all the business processes that are useful for the functional team to handle it. That's it. Thank you.
ఓకే మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకెవరైనా చెప్తారా? ఇంకా ఎవరైనా చెప్తారా? ఈరోజు మనం అనుకున్నాం కదా.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
యా, నేమ్?
Firstly, I introduce myself.
Gopina?
Yeah.
Yes, Gopi, please go ahead.
My name is Gopi from Srirela. I completed BTech in the stream of mechanical engineering at 2015. Firstly, good evening, anybody. I'm discussing about SAP consultant roles and responsibilities. There are different types. First one is strategic level, operational level, implementational level, troubleshooting, and training to end user, document, and compliance. There are 6 levels. So firstly, we talk strategic level. Strategic level. One of the companies is, for example, taking this previous class, Vizag Steel Plant. This company is taking complete information about business process. The business process is taken somewhere legacy system to non-SAP system. Into this data is migrated to SAP system. So how many resources are required for the project? The project about the system is going to strategic level, project objectives, project goals, all the discussion will happen this strategic level. Then strategic level based on the business financial requirement plan and architect based on SAP using the module or the guidance of project. So next operational level, an SAP functional consultant is responsible to understand business requirement and then transform into business process in SAP. And functional consultant connect several transaction codes in logic that would cover all activities of business process. This is the operational level. Next, implementation level. Implementation level, design, development, and construction. Development, construction, and testing. First, analyze and business. Analyze, design, construct, test, and implement the material management process. Control application achievements, ensuring close coordination and integration with other SAP modules. Define and actively champion continuous improvement in the methods, process, and technologies that produce high performance integration solutions. Wherein in enterprise structure, purchase, sales, warehouse management, account receivable and payable, and account payable, warehouse management design and configurations, and organizational integration and master data structures and configurations. In all this, in this year, we are implemented in this year, in this stage. Troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is a process of perform, break, and fix, analysis, and recommend solution for the configuration, organizational integration, and master data structures and configuration related process. Identify the integration issues and develop solution to these issues. In this stage, we are performing this process, perform break and fix analysis, and recommend solutions for the configuration, organization integrations, and master data structures also. Related configurations are in this process here. Training. After training, testing, troubleshooting after configurations. If any errors while testing, next troubleshoot. After completing the troubleshooting, will go the support project. And training to end user to develop functionalities needed for business process. Training supports to evaluate software users effectiveness. So these are my details. Thank you for that.
Okay, thank you very much. ఇంకా ఎవరైనా చెప్తారా? Anyone? Venkatesh, Sampath, Manikanta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, చెప్తారా?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hi everyone, this is Venkatesh from Hyderabad.
Your name? Your name?
Venkatesh.
Venkatesh, okay.
Yeah. The main purpose of this functional consultant role is to support finance and controlling projects in the organization, which completes all the domains: analysis, design, documentation, configuration, testing, and support. The first method is strategic. In this process, the head of this will be taken care of by manager level person. So we'll interact with the company and know the requirement, and they will prepare a plan. Then after comes to operational level. From this operational level onwards, we will be responsible for any sort of work or any enhancements, any development, any type of single work. We will be involved by any other way, either direct way or indirect way. So foremost is requirement gathering. Under this requirement gathering, the head level manager will explain you the requirements, should understand each and every single point. What are the clients, what are the vendors who are supplying the goods to the organization, any backend process or any other softwares, should know everything, each and everything in this step. If you have any doubts, we can raise under this step. Because coming to a second step, we should not have any sort of small issues. So any clarifications or doubts regarding the business or any company profile, we need to get clarity in this requirement gathering process. Here, after gathering, then we will design a small layout, or what you call a small design. So just to explain what we are going to do. If there are any other corrections, they will modify. Otherwise, start for next step. It's implementation. Under this implementation, we will design a blueprint for the work and the requirements from the customers. So here we will do the each and every step analysis, then we will design, then we will implement, and even testing also will be done by ourselves. Each and every work will be carried out in development system. So here we can do anything. We can modify, we can edit, or we can even delete. So development server, we can do anything. After doing in this development server, once we will get the approval from the higher end, then we will move to next level. It's quality check. So under in the work which is under in development server is all completely responsible by ourselves. So after this implementation, first more we will go for troubleshooting. Just we need to check whether any errors are there, or is our design is everything is perfect and is it giving the end result or not. So here we will understand this troubleshooting method. Once this troubleshooting method is 100% successful, then you'll go for live and the project will be handed over to the client. Then with a sort of training to them how to test and how to work on this. So from there onwards, it comes up for support. Whatever the work comes, it comes for supporting. And also we will do each and every single step for any modification, any design or any element which are used, everything will maintain in a document. So that's the main thing we need to do in the organization. Foremost main thing should, because whenever any issue comes, going back to the document, then they will come to know whether the work is done by ourselves or not. So it is very helpful to them to recall each and everything. So that then comes our MIS reports. The MIS report is the out layout of the work, what we have done in the background. So the customers will understood their work or design with these reports. Easily they can understand. That's it, sir. Thank you. Sir, I'm done.
ఓకే సూపర్. ఎనీవన్ ఇంకా ఎవరైనా చెప్తారా?
Yes, sir.
నేను
Hi, sir. This is Sampath, sir.
సంపత్. ఎస్
Yes, sir.
ఎస్ సంపత్, ప్లీజ్ గో అహెడ్.
Hi. Right now we are going to discuss about SAP consultant roles and responsibilities. Coming to this, we are having 6 levels. One is strategic level. Next is operational level, implementation level, troubleshooting level, training to end users, and documentation in Compellence. In first strategic level, we'll discuss about. In strategic level, we will be discussing about gathering requirement and design. Gathering requirements on expected process, understanding current process and documentation. Analyzing the document gaps between as is and expected process. Preparing business process blueprints and building documents and functional design and specifications. Developing project plan for implementation by duly prioritizing the change required request received. In this, like, we will be converting from non-SAP complete data from non-SAP to SAP process. Like in this, we will be having kickoff meeting. Like in this, we will be discussing about project goals and objectives. It will be called as introduction meeting. It is called as high level meeting. In this, we will be discussing about project duration, how many resources required for the project, SLA, project objectives, project goals. All the discussions will be happening in this strategic level. Next, coming to operational level, here we will be having client business information like plan and companies, like planning about companies, etc. Here we will be preparing a ready blueprint with data like document. In this, we will be analyzing, designing and constructing, testing and implementing the financial process. Lead multiple projects activities related to the business transformation, automation will be collected here. And a ready blueprint is made with data. As is information will be collected from client. To be means app document, to be information is called as SAP document or future document or technical document. We'll be collecting it from client, and we will be having a gap here. Gap is what we call as the information which we are not able to design in SAP. We'll be getting touch with ABAP consultant. We will be checking the feasibility. If we can fix it, if we can resolve it, it's okay. Or else we will get directly contact SAP team for this gap issues. Next is implementation level. In this level, we'll be having designing, development, construction, and testing. In this, we'll be having unit test, integration test, regression test, security test, UAT test, and performance. These are all the things we'll be discussing in implementation level. Next, coming to troubleshooting. The troubleshooting is an important aspect in this. We'll be configuring and checking all the errors. It's called troubleshoot. We'll be configuring technical errors and technical glitches in this troubleshooting. Next, coming to end users, training to end users. Here we will be preparing a document and we'll be training the end users, and we'll be training them in all the aspects. And it will the document is also used for audit purpose.
Okay, next.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
No, I'm going. Next is documentation and compellence. We will be creating a document and maintaining all the required technical MIS process and SAP FICO and other projects allocated in this documentation process. Providing detailed transaction information to internal and external auditors which are required in documentation process. In MIS and reports, we will be configuring and developing financial reports as required by the functional team. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, super. Next. చెప్పాలి, ఇంకెవరైనా చెప్తారు? Okay, let's start this session. See guys, నేను ఎవరైనా కొత్త వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా ఇందులో? ఆల్రెడీ ఈ రోజు కానీ జాయిన్ అవ్వ వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా? ఇది 3rd క్లాస్ అండి. ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా కొత్త వాళ్ళు ఇందులో?
Sir, my name is Manikanta, sir. Today class చేయండి.
ఓకే మణికంఠ, యాక్చువల్గా మనకి 2 క్లాసెస్ అయినాయి అంతే. సో 2 క్లాసెస్ అయినాయి అంతే. జస్ట్ నో మీకు దానికి సంబంధించిన వీడియోస్ ఆల్రెడీ చార్ట్లో మీకు చూస్తే చార్ట్లో దొరుకుతాయి. 3 వీడియోస్ దొరుకుతాయి మీకు. మీరు ఆ వీడియోస్ని చూసి నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి అన్నది ఫాలో అవ్వండి. జనరల్గా ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి వీక్లీ 4 to 5 క్లాసెస్ మాత్రమే ఉంటాయి. మేబీ మీకు అది తెలియపోవచ్చేమో. 4 to 5 క్లాసెస్ వీక్లీ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, అండ్ మ్యాక్స్ 5 క్లాసెస్ ఉండడానికి ట్రై చేస్తాము. 4 క్లాసెస్ మినిమం జరుగుతాయి. సో అలా మనకి కోర్స్ అనేది కంటిన్యూస్గా మనకి జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. ఇది బేసిక్గా మీకు ఇంటిమేట్ చేయాల్సిన విషయం.
ఓకే సార్.
అండ్ టుడే టాపిక్లో నేను టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ SAP ప్రాజెక్ట్స్, రియల్ టైంలో మీకు ఎటువంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి, అండ్ వన్స్ సెషన్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మీరందరూ కూడా ఒకసారి కాదర్ సార్ మీకు ఏంటంటే చార్ట్లో సర్వర్ సంబంధించి యాక్సెస్ సంబంధించి డీటెయిల్స్ పంపిస్తారు. మీరు చార్ట్లో సర్వర్ సంబంధించి డీటెయిల్స్ పంపిస్తారు. మీరు సర్వర్ యాక్సెస్ తీసుకోవాలి. ఇంకా మనకి మండే నుంచి మళ్ళీ జనరల్గా మనకి ప్రాక్టికల్ సెషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి. కాబట్టి మీరందరూ కూడా సర్వర్ యాక్సెస్ తీసుకొని ఉన్నట్లయితే బాగుంటుందని నా ఒపీనియన్. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ దాకా క్లాస్ స్టాప్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఇది జస్ట్ రికార్డింగ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఇది మనం క్లాస్ చెప్పుకున్నాం కాబట్టి